A midnight voyage turned fatal. Over 150 migrants packed onto a smuggler's boat off Yemen's coast. At least 68 dead, 74 still missing in one of 2025's worst sea disasters. A tragic reminder of desperation, danger, and a world looking away. A vessel carrying over 150 Ethiopian migrants capsized on August 3rd off the coast of Yemen's southern Aden province, killing at least 68 people and leaving 74 others missing, according to officials from the International Organization for Migration, or IOM. The boat sank around 11 p.m. local time in the Gulf of Aden, amid strong winds and rough sea conditions. Most of those on board were Ethiopian nationals seeking work in Gulf Arab countries. Local health officials said only 12 people survived the tragedy and were taken to Shakra General Hospital, where several remain in critical condition due to exposure and exhaustion. Abdul Kader Bajamil, the director of Abiyan's Provincial Health Office, confirmed that rescue teams had recovered bodies throughout the day, while others remain missing. The migrants' bodies were found scattered along the coastline in what officials described as one of the deadliest shipwrecks in recent memory. Authorities have expanded search operations, dispatching additional rescue teams to comb the shorelines. An official with the Abiyan Security Department, speaking to Xinhua on condition of anonymity, said the tragedy underscores the need for regional cooperation to prevent such loss of life and address the underlying factors driving these dangerous journeys.
This tragedy underscores the need for regional cooperation to prevent such loss of life and address the underlying factors driving these dangerous journeys.
The incident occurs despite increased maritime patrols in the region, which aim to curb illegal migration routes from the Horn of Africa to the Arabian Peninsula. According to the IOM, more than 60,000 migrants arrived in Yemen in the first half of 2024, fewer than the 97,000 recorded in 2023, but still a significant figure considering Yemen's ongoing civil conflict. The International Organization for Migration described the incident as a stark reminder of the perils migrants face along the Horn of Africa-Yemen route, one of the busiest and most dangerous in the world. A spokesperson for the IOM said the incident underscores the urgent need for enhanced protection mechanisms for migrants undertaking perilous journeys, often facilitated by unscrupulous smugglers who exploit desperation and vulnerability. The agency has deployed teams to support local rescue operations and assist the survivors. The IOM's chief in Yemen, Abdusattar Essoev, confirmed that the boat had been carrying approximately 154 people when it capsized. The victims had departed from Somalia, a common departure point for East African migrants hoping to reach the Gulf via Yemen.
This heartbreaking incident underscores the urgent need for enhanced protection mechanisms for migrants undertaking perilous journeys, often facilitated by unscrupulous smugglers who exploit desperation and vulnerability.
Yemen's protracted civil war has not diminished its role as a key transit point for African migrants. The country's long and often unmonitored coastline makes it a frequent target for human smugglers operating overcrowded and unsafe vessels. Previous IOM reports warned of smugglers increasingly launching boats into unsafe waters to avoid detection. In March, more than 180 migrants were presumed dead after similar boats sank in the same region. Yemeni officials say local authorities are coordinating with health departments to arrange proper burial procedures for the deceased near Zinjibar, the capital of Aden province. Maritime authorities continue to warn of challenging sea conditions that may hinder the ongoing search and recovery efforts. As rescue operations continue, humanitarian groups are once again urging international stakeholders to address the broader causes of irregular migration and to implement stronger safeguards for those who attempt the crossing. more than 37,000 migrants arrived in Yemen in the first quarter of 2025, continuing a trend that saw over 60,000 arrivals last year and nearly 100,000 in 2023. Most of these migrants are Ethiopians, with a smaller number from Somalia, all seeking better opportunities in the Gulf, especially in Saudi Arabia. The decline in arrivals compared to previous years is largely credited to stepped-up border patrols and tighter maritime surveillance. But the flow continues, driven by deep-rooted economic hardship, limited opportunities, and ongoing unrest in Ethiopia. Yemen remains a critical transit point despite more than a decade of civil war. Its long, unguarded coastline allows human smuggling networks to operate routes across the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea. These networks offer migrants a chance to move north, but at a high risk. Despite the known risks, ranging from overcrowded boats and unsafe weather to abuse by smugglers, thousands of migrants continue to undertake the journey. As Yemen struggles with its own humanitarian crisis, the country remains a perilous but persistent crossroads for those desperate for work and survival beyond its shores.